Okay,
Welcome to another episode of 10 Years Down the Drain.
10 years down the
It's been a
drain.
long fucking time since we dropped another episode. Sorry for it.
I think we've just been going through it.
A
We've
lot.
had a lot going on. Personally,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think not only that, we've kind of just been like living life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And, I'm walking again.
Johnny's
but I
walking
got a boot
again.
on.
So I'm
It's
no
been
longer
rough.
a full-time caregiver to him.
It's been rough, though. I've been going nuts.
You need a hobby.
I do have hobbies, but it creates me using my foot. So
I told him to build a planetarium.
I'm not. I don't know if I could do that. I can't do no crochet or nothing, but
Yeah.
I can do that.
I think too, though, like, honestly, like, the boys had spring break.
Yeah.
We kind of
ton
had
fun.
our spring break. So we've been a little tired.
A lot of tired. I've been
A lot of
sleeping
tired.
a lot. I really
I'm
have
fucking
sleeping
tired.
a lot.
And I just worked the last few days, so yeah.
But anyways,
I told Johnny this like the last few days. Is a lot of people have reached out to me asking like, where's the next episode? And I kind of just told them, I was like, I know we need to work on it. We just kind of been doing our thing. Because we live in our own bubble. So I appreciate everybody reaching out and who wants to hear us talk about our bullshit. And the
but
stupid
that leads
shit we
me
do.
into the recap
So,
of the joy of not giving a fuck. The last episode.
yeah, and we literally did the episode and we just like quit giving a fuck.
And I literally fucking did that.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I think. Can you move it all over? Johnny got his first tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck.
AKA midlife crisis, courtesy of Papa Stewart. Yeah. So as you can tell, we've been doing a lot of things, and we have really just been hanging out and just kind of. I guess in a way, I feel like we're also kind of sad that we decided to do 10 episodes, and it's like kind of coming to an end, so we keep putting it off.
Yeah.
Because we both enjoyed this.
Yeah, a lot. And it's just been kind of like this the whole journey's been fun, to be honest. I mean,
Your journey's been fun?
Yeah.
For
the most part.
I love that for you. So recapping on the joys of not giving a fuck, I feel like I'm rubbing off on you.
How so?
Because I just feel like, you got your tattoo, and
yeah,
you just kind of just don't, like, you're
new
just
fucking
not
chapter
caring.
for myself.
Yeah, you're just
I
like,
don't
you know what,
care.
fuck it. I'm doing me.
I really just opening it up and doing what I want to do, just being just off the wall and being who I always wanted to be. I like to be fucking just
spontaneous.
Yes.
Crazy. Pain in the ass.
I like that. And I mean, I'm not a pain in the ass, but I know my boundaries. But I like to be myself.
Yeah, and I think too, like, I know we've talked about it, is like when you and I are together, we're like 1000% ourselves, and we trust each other fully to just like say whatever's on our mind or like act however we want to, and there's just purely no judgment.
Yeah.
And it's not even like a competition with us. Like, like some friends, it's like a competition of like, I don't know, like who can be more fucked up.
Oh, there can be a lot of stuff in
talk more shit.
Talking more shit.
Yeah.
Emotions or whatever. I don't know what the heck.
So I think with us, it's just like we're both on the same page. Yeah.
For sure.
So before we get into episode 9, what we're saying, what we learned the hard way. Which, God, I feel like we can be here for 10 years fucking talking about what we learned the hard way, because I learned a lot of shit. I learned a lot about myself, too. But, can we just talk about your lamp fixture for a moment?
If anybody knows about this movie here,
You gonna hold
where
it
there's
up?
a little kid and just goes up the lake. What is that? It's the Christmas Story lamp.
Yeah. So,
We
shout out
just
to one of our listeners, Jenny Selene.
we
She got
got
this
your
for us.
we got your little lamp here. Well,
So
so it's actually
instead
a
of the
cup.
glass boot, we turned it into a lamp today. So it's a lamp. So, all right.
It's working out great.
It's working out great. So episode 9 is things we learned the hard way. Oh God, Johnny, do you want to talk about things you learned the hard way?
Well,
How
like
about
the time management as far as the balance of work, personal life, and responsibilities.
yeah, that's hard.
It's been really hard for me.
Like in
For sure.
general
Like
now, or like in the
well,
relationship?
I think it still is like that
I
because
don't
things
fucking know how
change
to do
so
it.
much with my job.
Yep.
Like they've changed a lot of things where I'm like,
What job?
yeah, I know,
I'm
I
just
know,
kidding.
it's not so bad right now.
Yeah, but I think
But
it's like everything happens for a reason, right? Like the kids are enjoying you, like being home all
oh
the time. They love it. They get to hang out with you.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so
they got stuff going on. They got baseball now, and
yeah,
they like to know that I'm taking them to practice, and they
yeah,
want me to sit there and watch them.
yeah. It's great. I love that for you. So I mean, like I think time management, and there's two different ways of time management, right? Like in a relationship time management, and then now single in a time management. I'm not good at any of that. I'm ADHD. I wait till the last moment. So I don't that's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
out the window for Mariah.
And then another thing that comes into it is budgeting. The importance of budgeting or saving for your
Oh
being
yeah.
single. Like I ain't doing that. Obviously, I'm just kind of like spontaneously just doing whatever I want to do, which I shouldn't.
Yeah, but I get that too. Like you have always provided for somebody else.
Yeah.
And now you're having that opportunity to doing what you want to do. So you're having a good time with it. Like you've never had this time of your life about like being able to
Think for myself and do
be
what I want to
yourself.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
A lot of fun with it.
Mm.
Which
I think that's all that
anybody can
matters.
do that, but I mean, it's putting your mind to getting your mind that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
I move money around all the time. As soon as I get paid, I'm like, this money goes here, this money goes here, this money, this is my fun money. This
see, I
money's my
haven't
money.
prioritized my. I just like I know what I have. I'm like I don't care.
Yeah.
I
I
just
think
do things.
I think though that you'll get there. Like you'll start being like, all right, we gotta prioritize this, this, and this. You know.
Yeah.
So that's good. What else have you learned?
Relationship mistakes, I guess.
Oh God. Relationship mistakes, dude. My whole fucking relationship was a mistake.
Well,
I mean, like, I don't know about you. Like, looking at it, like, I just feel like I was just blindsided the whole time. So now I'm like, yeah, I made a lot of mistakes. But that, like, mistakes on me. I didn't hold him accountable. I didn't hold him to tell the truth. I didn't do it. Like, I just went with it. Like, mistakes on me, not mistakes on him. But
for me, I think I just like rolled in a freight train and just wanted to do it all.
in the relationship?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that, though?
I just maybe I don't know. I wanted one thing and I got it, but I didn't really take it slow in the beginning and work things out for the long term. I just wanted it. I just went too fast with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I went. I think that's what I learned from it. I shouldn't go too fast. I still go too fast. What should I do? But yeah, I, it's always good in the beginning, but then again, it always changes. But that's
You need
why
a good
I say
foundation.
yeah, that's why I say that I went too fast in relationships.
Ugh. honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Like, I think, like, I get that, because, like, the honeymoon phase, like, that's all fun and games, but then when you want to be with somebody, you got to build a good foundation. A
Yeah.
good foundation. But also, though, like, I made a comment to you in the last 2 weeks, and I'm not directing this comment to anybody, but I told you, when you're with a woman can hold down the house. A woman doesn't need a man to get what she wants. A woman adds to your life, right? A girl can't hold down a house and takes from your life and can't add to your life.
That's true.
But I mean, I think with that saying, it goes with men too, right?
Well, yeah.
It goes both ways. So
you can't just
yeah.
give, and there's no, there's no
Yeah.
take. There's got to be a balance in the
Definitely.
relationship. There's got to be a balance in work life, balance in
Yeah.
the household. There's
Mhm.
got to be a balance in each other as far as what we want for each other, and
Yeah.
even with kids and stuff like that. You got to have a balance with it. You can't just take because the other person's gonna be feeling
Like
they're being used.
Oh
and
yeah.
they're,
I felt
Oh
like
my
I was.
gosh!
But
I'm
like
working.
even working all the time,
Yeah,
like you and I
that's-
work all the fucking time. But like even that's what like I'm saying is that saying can go both ways, is because
Yeah.
like a
Oh, for
man
sure.
a man should have added value to my life,
Yeah.
not take away from my life.
Yeah.
And a man should have been able to provide his half of it, and a boy just takes things, right?
Yeah.
So it goes both ways for us.
Yeah.
Because like if I look back at it, like yeah, I was with a boy, I wasn't with a man. And I'm not trying to say that in a disrespectful
No.
way,
And I don't.
but I've seen a lot of things that says like you want your partner to add to your life, not take away
Yes.
from your life.
And
mine
I've
took
always strived in my relationship for her to do what she
Yeah.
wanted. And
Same.
I mean, I guess add, but I mean, she didn't have to do anything. But
Yeah.
she wanted to do something because she just doesn't want to be here and just
That's fine. Yeah.
That's fine. I want her. If she wants to work, that's fine. Do what she wants. I've put a
Mhm.
lot of time and effort into what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
And it just like, I mean, it got to a point where it's like, well, I can't just be adding in, funds that we don't have to
Yeah.
what you want to do, and it
Yeah.
always changes. And it's,
Yeah. It's like I hate saying these things because I think a lot of people know about our past, because we were with our exes for a long time, so there's a lot of people who are involved in both of our lives, right?
Yeah.
Like separately, and they kind of, and like we're both from a small town, and people talk, and I mean, I still have family here, whatnot, but like I hate to say it, but like it sucks that it's like that, and I truly do think people think that, like, when I talk shit, and I don't mean to talk shit. I'm just trying to say like our side, and there's always two sides to every story.
But I think people just hold so
Yeah.
much anger in them that
Yeah.
they think people are talking shit and they just want to explode for no reason.
Mhm. So I guess with you saying that there's anger, like people have anger, right? Do you have anger towards your ex?
I mean, I have a little bit, but it's not anywhere like severe.
Yeah.
Like a lot of I think it's what I've dealt with as far as being with my other half. It sucks that
Mhm.
I mean what happened,
Mhm.
but I mean I don't have I mean I don't hate. I don't really I hate her. I don't.
Yeah. Well, you can't.
Yeah, do I?
I'm not saying you can't hate her, but I'm saying like she's the mother of your children right now.
Yeah.
Like you you want to thrive for a, a good
I want the
co-parenting
best
relationship for the
for the
kids.
kids, for the
Yeah,
kids for sure.
like those are your top priority.
What happened in the past, it happened. That's
Yeah,
it is. What it is. I don't.
yeah, I get you.
But I mean, is it always gonna be there in my
Mhm.
head all the time? As far
Yeah.
as when I start pushing on forward in my life,
Mhm.
maybe.
I mean, I think so, yeah, but I mean, it's like something we learned. I think one thing that's helped with me is what I've learned is like in after everything that happened because, I made a post this week. It's my like 1 year
Yeah.
little anniversary. I don't even want to say it an anniversary. I just want to say it's like I made it through my first year
Yeah.
when shit was bad. And for me,
And congratulations.
thanks, I
Dude.
made it. To me, like looking back is like, God damn, dude, I went through so much shit. But it hit me too on the fact of like, I do not have to live with the decisions that my ex partner made.
Yeah.
They made those decisions.
Right.
I fought for it for 10 years. I fought for it. I asked for it. I tried to strive to make it better. And when I was done and I vocally said I was done, they lost their shit.
Yeah.
You know, they literally lost their shit.
Yeah.
So I think with that too, I think you will come to like because I hit that reasoning one day. I was like, this isn't. I'm. These aren't decisions that I made that I need to live with. I
Right.
know I put my all in that relationship. I know I tried.
Yeah, and I don't have no regrets in what I
Yeah, no
did. I
regrets.
put everything I had into it.
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, is like I'm not saying your situation. I'm saying more my situation is my ex partner lied. My ex partner made the decision to take it violent.
Right.
My ex partner made those decisions when I was already trying to remove myself
Right.
from that. And
Right.
they couldn't emotionally handle me moving on.
Yeah.
So I think that is like somewhere you're going to get to is like you're going to get to that point where I know I gave it my all and I tried and I did everything and I fought for it. Now it's coming down to the point of they chose to make the decisions they made. Those are
Right.
that's the type of person they are who made those decisions.
Sure.
And I think people who make those type of decisions don't change.
No. You're never gonna change the way they want.
Mm-mm.
Dude.
No,
Even when you think to a
which is fine.
point,
Like
you're
people
never
don't have
gonna.
to change,
No.
but
But even if they try to, they say and they do and they want to do better, it doesn't ever change.
yeah.
It might change for a little bit,
Mhm.
a few months, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden it's right back into the
The same shit.
same old shit.
Yeah.
And it's always kind of,
Mhm. So I have a question for you because this is like talking about change and like being the person who try to thrive to change the relationship, right? Um, how many times did you have a sit down conversation with your ex and um and you asked, okay, what can I change for the better? And then you did it.
on a sit down,
Yeah.
it's been multiple times.
And you changed. And then
Well,
how
and
many times did you ask for change and it didn't happen?
well, it might have happened for a little while. I mean,
Mine never happened.
it might have happened for a while, and then, well, probably for, it could be 4 months.
Months?
Yeah,
Dude,
and then it just fucking
at least
crashed.
you got months.
Well, I mean, that's kind of after the bad point of my life, which was when she ran off on me and like we
Mhm.
were trying to work things out, and
Yeah.
it took a year to actually get back to us, and then it was like it would go
Mhm.
to a couple months, 3 months
Yeah.
before of a
End up
falling
falling
out
out. Yeah.
type of thing. So
Dude, I like I hate that for you just because I know how you strive in like your personal relationships with people. However, like I am happy for you that she at least tried
yeah,
because
yeah,
I'd sit down, have a conversation, and it was constantly like, I don't like the laundry soap. We need to change the laundry soap. Change the laundry soap. I don't like this. We should change this. I changed it. I changed
yeah.
so many things. Like, now
Well,
you've been
that's
in my house where I'm like,
and I'm the
I'll fucking
person
throw shit away and
that's
buy
I
something
mean
new.
that's what I mean. That's like I don't really care. I just use what I have and I get what I get, and I've dealt with the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, we should do. Okay, we'll do it then. That's how I am. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
But that's how I was too, and I changed like it was just funny to me like how many things I changed and it was fucking never good enough. And
Yeah.
I kept fucking trying even though
Yeah.
I didn't want to change those things.
Right.
And now I'm like I'm not fucking doing that.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not changing that.
Yeah. And I've been the same way.
It's kind of nice to put your foot down.
Yeah.
I gotta grab
I'm
chapstick.
still kind of like a little bit in my ways that
Yeah.
I have been in a whole like my rut of
Yeah.
what I've dealt with for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm still in there. But
Yeah.
have I gotten a lot better? Yes. Yes, I have. I have gotten better.
Oh
a
yeah.
lot better.
And I think
But
I'm pushy.
yeah.
Cause like
But
when we had our little spring break, I was like, "Well, what do you want to eat?" And you're like, "Well, what do you want to eat?" I'm like, "I fucking live here, dude. What do you want to eat?"
I know.
And you were like, "I want nudes." I'm like, "I
it's just
know a place."
another
I make you make decisions.
yeah. And it's
I'm
I've
not
gotten into my
saying
rut into always asking my other
yeah,
half because every time I wanted to do something I wanted to do, it was always like, well, why don't we do this or why don't we do this? Okay, well, like there was always something other than what I wanted to do.
yeah,
So I got so into what the other person wanted.
yeah.
That's
Now you're figuring out
only
what you want to do.
yeah,
I mean, like I'll straight up tell you, I'm not doing that.
yeah,
Or I'm like, let's go fucking do it. I'm down.
yeah.
Like
It's crazy. It really is crazy. It's really eye
it's called. Do
opening.
you want to know what it's called? Communication.
True.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's wild when you can hang out with somebody and like totally be yourself and just have that communication.
Yeah. It's
Especially after
awesome.
living a decade with somebody who you didn't have communication
No.
with.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure. It's a totally different experience.
yeah,
That's for sure.
it totally has been.
But I think everybody should have their own way of doing things in their life.
Yeah.
Don't just always
Mhm.
ask your other person. I think it should go both ways.
Uh-huh. I
I
think
think
so
it
too.
should. I mean, sit there and talk about things with each other. Sit there and what do you want?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it shouldn't be one
Meet
sided all the
in the
time.
middle.
It shouldn't be one sided all the time.
No.
That's what makes it hard. 'Cause after a little while, the other person's sitting there like, oh gosh, when am I ever gonna get
Yeah.
something that I want to do? You know?
Yeah, and I think too, like, I don't know about it for you. It's like having somebody who wants the same goals, like striving for the same things. Like I
Yeah.
had you too. Like we're very much so. I don't. You know what cracks me up is I don't think people understand how much you and I are alike.
Mm, yeah.
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 In like how, and I think two people are like, oh my god, dude. Oh, you two are always together. Yeah, we are because we're so much alike and we have fun and we don't like to deal with bullshit.
There's never any negativity. I'll tell you that.
I
It's
disagree.
always.
I disagree with that comment because I threw a fucking perfume bottle at your head.
Oh, you did.
and
Because I
not
was being kind of a
you're being a
dick.
dick. And that was the first thing I could find to throw at you.
But
But
the
other than
most
that, we get
part,
over it.
yeah, there's no,
Yeah. We don't like to hold grudges.
no.
Yeah.
But I mean, besides that, it's always fucking laughing and carrying on, being the whole off the wall selves that we like to be.
Yeah. But not only that though, like you and I have totally had like multiple conversations about like growing our life, right? Like not our life together, but I have something in my eye, I'm so sorry. But like growing, like investing and like putting money places and like
Yeah.
like getting property. Like we talk about that all the time. And like that was one of my biggest things with my ex is I constantly was like don't get me wrong, I fucking love my job, even though I'm pretty sure people are like you're
Yeah.
kind something's fucking wrong with you. But like today at work when I told you that story. Knockity knock knock. But I mean like I know that I can't be like 70, God bless if I'm fucking Grandma Stewart's age fucking working as a nurse, like I
Hey,
fucking
and I don't
hope
want to
so.
do this.
But
I don't want to do
yeah,
my job my whole life either.
yeah.
I
So I
got
know
29
like
more years to go.
you and I
I would
have
like to
totally
invest
yeah
into.
something to
I want
make
to
you
take
money long
my
run.
job that
Yeah,
I'm doing now and put it into something that I would love to do
invest in.
and
Yeah,
have passive
yeah.
money and have to and just not have to worry.
Yeah, and I mean, you and I talk about that all the time, and I don't know about you, but I talked about that with my ex constantly,
Yeah.
and just like blank stare, no answer, talking to a wall.
Well,
I mean,
I'm so into that. It's not even funny.
I fucking
I'm trying to fucking find my
yeah,
way into getting there.
yeah. I mean, like it was to the point for me, like I told you this, like last year, right before all this shit went down, I was looking for another house. I got
Yeah.
approved. I got approved for another house. I got approved for another loan. I was gonna put a freaking bid in on a house. Like I was gonna buy. I had two properties I was looking at to buy.
Yeah.
To the point where I literally was on the phone with my realtor. Thank God I didn't do it because my realtor was my ex's brother.
Uh,
But I mean like I'm on the phone with my realtor and like my ex is like, hold on, let's talk about it. I'm like, let me call you back, like your brother wants to talk to me. So I hang up the phone and he's like, my ex is like, I don't really think you should buy right now. And I'm like, but why?
even when
I'm looking to try to grow
yeah.
like my portfolio and like have these different incomes. Like I know I can't be a nurse forever, right? And he's just like, give me a year. And I'm like, a year for what, dude?
Yeah.
Like what?
All it's gotten is worse.
Yeah, I'm like, why do I need to give you a year? And he's like, give me a year and I can help you. And I, you know how I am. As soon
Yeah.
as somebody's like, you should do this instead of that, I'm like, I lost my fucking mind. And shit was bad. I was sleeping in the guest room at this time. And I was like, why the fuck would I wait for you for a year?
Yeah.
I said, I've done all this by myself. I said, you've never helped. I said, why would you act like that? And I think in that moment is when I really true like I knew I was done. But in that moment for him to be like, give me a year, and I'm just like, I've given you a year for a lot of other things, like concrete, counseling, and it hasn't happened. Like I'm not giving
Yeah.
you another year of my
Yeah.
life.
For sure.
And I was just like, no, I'm not no. And I literally remember sitting there thinking like I do want to buy another property, but if I if we split up and I end up with a house, can I afford two mortgages?
Yeah. That's exactly
If
what you should be
if
thinking of. Yeah.
I can't get this place rented out.
Right.
And so I remember calling because I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't want to be with this dude anymore. Like this is not what I want my life to be anymore. Like I'm not here for it.
Yeah.
I remember calling my realtor and be like, hey, like I sat down and talked to your brother for a bit. I don't think I should buy right now. Said I'm sorry I wasted your time. I said I do want to buy, but I think I need to wait.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking right before I called, like, this is a sign.
Oh yeah.
Because, one,
It was a good
I don't.
decision though.
Oh,
Like
a
you
thousand
really,
percent.
because look what
But,
happened.
yeah.
So
But, one, no, I wasn't going to wait for this man for another fucking year of my life. Two, I was like, I don't want to be with him, so I can't use his brother as my realtor.
no shit.
Because he's going to fuck me over.
Yeah.
Blood is thicker than water. So then I just remember thinking, like, okay, this is more of a blessing than a curse right now.
Well, you still have a good head on your shoulders and what you want to do. So it's not like
I
it's
don't
never
know.
gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Investing in properties is a good thing.
Yeah.
And don't ever sell what
No.
you own.
I'm never going
I've
to
always been told
sell that
don't
house.
sell what you own.
Mm-mm.
You should
No.
always invest it into other things.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad thing.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
in
However,
your case, that was a good thing.
oh, dude, I fucking fought tooth and nail for my house.
Yeah.
Tooth and nail. And
Yeah.
I honestly,
And
I'd
I'm
do it
about
again.
to go there here pretty soon.
I know. I'd do it again. I'd fight for my house tooth and nail again. That's my home.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm proud of
That's
it.
where the pups.
Dude,
That's the
I
pups'
miss
house.
I know that.
That's the
that
bang
house,
bang Frenchy gang house.
bang bang Frenchie Gang,
Yeah.
Frenchie Lane. However, I bought that house for my dogs. Yeah, I did. So I think, what else have you learned? Have you learned anything that what you want to look for a future partner?
A future partner?
Because I currently believe in prenups at this moment.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
What's mine is mine. What's yours is yours.
If it ever gets that far with me, then yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I would do that.
I do.
And if the other partner doesn't
Dude,
want that, then
talk about, like, you know how, like, when you ever heard about prenups? Like, sorry to cut you off, but it's like, it cracks me up to even say that I believe in prenups, because I feel like people are like, oh, prenups are for rich people, so rich people don't take your stuff.
yeah.
Like, or for poor people to take your. No, listen, I know what y'all are thinking. Johnny and I are well off. We are figuring it out. However, I believe in a prenup solely to protect each other.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm protecting myself.
I've worked
No.
a lot.
I'm fucking protecting
and
myself,
hard
dude.
for the shit that I have.
Yeah,
and
dude.
for somebody to just fucking take everything away from me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Dude.
all these years that I've worked
Hmm.
and grown
Yeah.
and made this fucking little palace of mine and to just go away, it
Mhm.
sucks.
Yeah. Dude,
Really
I know.
sucks.
But you know, I had that hit me too with my house, right? It was like because we're in the same. We're like, I really truly don't think you guys understand how much we're alike. We're literally so much alike. It's obnoxious. And we're usually thinking about the same thing. So when it comes down to property wise, we're in the same boat, same fucking boat. And I'll tell you right now, when you hit that moment of like, it's okay to lose what you have.
Yeah.
I was there. I was like, you
Mhm.
know what? Fuck it. You know, I'm going to lose whatever I have, but I'm also going to have every fucking receipt that I put into the house that's going to come back for me.
Yeah.
And that was the moment, like, I tried to play nice. I tried to be respectful. I tried. And I finally was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. I'm ready
See,
to
and I
be a
tried
dick.
to be all that
Yeah.
respectful, and I tried, but did I keep everything? Did I ever think
No.
that's
Yeah.
gonna happen? No, I did not.
Yeah.
But I
Dude.
have most of the shit.
Yeah. But I mean,
So
like, I lost my dude. I was like, you know what? Checkmate, motherfucker. I'll play dirty.
yeah,
You wanna play dirty? I'll play dirty 10 times harder.
yeah.
I know some people who know some people who know some people.
Right.
Yeah. And honestly, once I stopped trying to I'm not saying you should do this. You have children involved. I don't. Once I stopped respecting and worrying about him and worried about what my future was going to look like, 10 times less stressful. worried
That's
about
true.
myself and not worried like, where's he gonna live? No, go fucking fake
You know, and
love
that's so hard
somebody
to
and
think about
fucking move
myself.
in with them. I've had,
It's so hard to
I
think
know,
about myself.
I know, but I'm gonna tell you right now,
It's so
I'm really tired. I don't give a fuck anymore, and I literally was like, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck. And whoever's out there, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it because this is how I was. You know what? Go fucking back to your mommy's house where I found you.
Mhm.
Go fucking fake love somebody so you can have a roof over your head.
Yeah,
Leave me the fuck alone.
exactly.
I'm done with you. I'm
Why does it?
cool.
Why does it have to go
I'm done with
through
you.
such lengths
Yeah.
to be over?
I don't
Why
know.
does it have to go
Why
all
does
the
it
way
have to just drag out? I
It does.
didn't
It's
I didn't
stupid.
marry him. I didn't marry him. I didn't was never engaged. And I'll tell
And it
you,
sucks because I can't. Well, and it's
I fucking
well.
went
This
through
is
a
my your
10-month divorce.
your case and my case. Now my
So
case is
similar.
coming. It's now the other person wants it all.
That's how it was.
It all becomes money now. It's crazy.
It
After
No, but dude, mine was about money too. He told me because he couldn't refinance the house because he had shit credit because he's a liar.
yeah.
I'm fucking. We're being real unfiltered today, Mariah Cuellar. We don't give a fuck. He couldn't refinance the house, so he wanted to sell everything because he wanted money from the house because my house doubled in price.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay, checkmate, motherfucker. You want to sell this motherfucker? Where's your receipts and all the shit that was put into this house? Because I got all of them.
Yeah.
All my bank statements, pulled it up. Fucking, here's for the doors, here's for the windows, here's for the fucking turf, here's for the fucking pavers. I put all that shit in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's for the cabinetry I put in. Here's for the fucking toilet I bought that you didn't fucking screw into the goddamn concrete. Sorry.
I fixed that.
Thank you, Johnny. Johnny fixed my toilet. You know, like all the shit I fucking bought, like the upgrade faucets. I'm like, what? Tell me.
I know.
You want to sell that motherfucker, but you didn't put anything in there.
That's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
That's where
Sell
I'm
it.
at.
Sell it and reimburse me then, because you owe me about 40 fucking K at this point.
Yeah.
And then, as soon as I said, okay, I'll sell, he said, okay, I'll settle. I said, yeah, bow down, you little bitch. I am really on one today.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
My Tourette's be Tourette'ing.
Well, you know, I'm dealing with that right now. And who knows how it's gonna be? Like, we're still in the middle of this whole fucking
It's gonna be
thing.
alright.
But I've gotten to the point where I just like, I don't give a fuck. I just really want to just
be done.
Be done.
Yeah.
You can have what you want.
Yeah. Let her have it.
And we'll sell this bitch and we'll go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I got a guest bedroom. I'll put you in there.
Really?
It's gonna need more closet space though for all of the shit you have.
Yeah, we'll have to put
about
one of
this
those
500
sheds in the backyard.
I'll fucking make it into a walk-in closet for you, for all the fucking hey dudes and the shirts,
I got too much
all the
shit.
fucking hoodies you got. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, you have more clothes than I do.
I'm a little bit of a woman when it comes to fucking
How many fucking hats do you have?
Probably about, I don't know, 150, 200 hats.
And you bought 2 this weekend.
Yeah. I like hats.
200 hats, Johnny?
And I like.
There's barely.
Fucking hey dude.
Like, how many times a day are you changing your hats and your shoes? Do you even change your underwear that often?
No.
That's ridiculous.
I had to get new underwear because I had getting holes in my underwear. And I was like, well, I'm buying new hats. Why am I getting fucking new underwear? Why am I getting I need new underwear, not new hats.
I know. I'm the same fucking way. Remember, I was like,
hey, my underwear are covered.
I spent all my money on my dogs.
The nugs might be hanging out, but you know, my head's
At least your head's covered. Jesus Christ.
Anyways, folks.
Anywho. What else is there
I
any
think
leftovers learning things you want to
um
talk about? Are we doing
no.
conclusion or are we going to
We're
go?
gonna do a conclusion.
Fuck it, let's do a conclusion. Conclusion. I learned to do a background check and a credit report.
I learned.
And don't trust anybody and don't sign a loan with anyone.
True.
Yeah. Cool.
I learned to take it slow. Take it slow.
Yeah.
Figure out who you're with. Figure out
Mhm.
exactly who you're going with.
I think-
because you don't know.
Yeah, that and making sure that for you guys see the future the same way on like how you want to build your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it could be still all hunky dory, like good vibes. But just keep in mind that
I think you can hire a lie detector test too. I think I might do that.
yeah,
The
just
next one I date, I'll do that.
make sure it's the absolute one. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think you should live with.
I still
I
would-
think you should live with the person for at least a year.
Hey, I lived with the fucker for 2.
Oh well.
Well, technically, I lived with him longer than that.
Well, yeah,
8 years?
You never did get married.
I know.
I got married before then.
I don't know whose advice you want to take, but maybe take both of ours and just mesh it together. Don't
Anyways,
live with somebody, but make sure, I guess, you talk about a future of a marriage plan. I don't know.
but you know what? You always got to keep in mind that you're the fucking guac.
Yeah, you're the guac.
Think about yourself.
Before we really truly end this, how about I think we are for realsies gonna do our 10 episodes, and then we kind of briefly talked about not doing a season 2 and just like randomly doing an episode every now and then.
Yeah.
So if you guys are cool with that, let us know.
Actually, give us some feedback on
Some
what
thoughts on if you want another episode of
would
maybe
want
how
us
we're
to talk
doing.
about.
How's Mariah's dating life going? It's interesting.
So
How's Johnny's life going?
yeah, we want.
He's still not back to work.
Yeah.
It's time for bed.
Anyways, folks.
That's it. We'll see you next week-ish, hopefully.
Yeah, we got one more episode, and then we're gonna be
Randos. Also, all the
randos.
people who say, "Oh my God, hi Mariah," when I'm out in public, I'm sorry, I'm so awkward. That's just who I am.
Dang, nobody even tells me fucking hi.
Somebody said hi to me when we came back from Phoenix and we picked up Jace from the park, and I was like, "Yeah, hi." Hi.
What
Hi.
the
Like I
F?
don't know what to say, dude.
I don't even know.
I'm so fucking weird. But yeah, anywho.
I was
That's
gonna
it.
say some other things, but you know we gotta end this.
Oh,
right now.
I kind of. What are you gonna say?
We're just gonna end this right now.
We're gonna end this.
Hey,
You're the Glock.
it's fucking guac.
If you guys ever need anything, a person to talk to, a safe place to go, we're your people.
Right here.
Especially when it comes to domestic violence and sexual assault, because I'm huge on that. I'm a safe house. If you need a break and you need to be in Phoenix and you need a place to get out of town, like, call a girl up. I got you. I know Johnny's a safe place too.
Yeah.
He's got 2 bedrooms downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We're
if you
here
guys
for
ever
ya.
need anything, we're here. Life's a bitch and then you die.
Assalamu alaikum.
You and this fucking Assalamu alaikum. All right. See you guys next week.